Hello everyone, this is our another video tutorial on GCSE mock exam style questions. In this video tutorial, we are going to explain the first 10 questions on paper 2, which is a calculator paper. Let's look at the questions. Question number 1. A part, solve 12n greater than 3n plus 27. It's a straightforward inequality question. B part, on the number line below, show the set of values of x for which minus 1 less than x plus 2 less than or equal to 3. So the number line is given. So you need to solve and plot the number line. Make sure the set of values of x satisfy the number line representation. That is the question. If you are taking GCSE this year, you may pause this video and have a try. Take a piece of paper and work it out and then check the answer. Or if you are watching this video to try to understand the question, how to do the question, you can continuously watch this question. So we straight away go to the solution. So let's look at how to do this question. A part, so 12n greater than 3n plus 27 means you can take the 3n other side. So 12n take away 3n, which is 9n greater than 27. So divide both sides by 9, which is n greater than 3. So that is the answer for the A part. The B part, on the number line below, show the set of values. So the inequality here, minus 1 less than x plus 2 less than or equal to 3. I am taking the minus 2 the both sides. So take away minus 2, take away minus 2, take away minus 2. So minus 1 take away minus 2 is minus 3. Then x plus 2 take away minus 2, plus 2 and minus 2 cancel, which is x. 3 take away minus 2 is 1. So the answer for the x is between minus 3 and between 1. So make sure the 1 is inclusive, equal. So in the representation, you need to color the number 1 as a colored ball. Minus 3, you need to only draw a circle without coloring. So that means minus 3 is non-inclusive and 1 is inclusive. So the values of x between, it could be minus 2, it could be minus 1, 0 and 1 also included. That is the question number 1. Let's go to the question number 2. On the grid below, draw the graph of y equal 5x minus 1 for the values of x from minus 3 to 2. It's a straightforward straight line graph question. All you want to do is a substitution and find out all the y values, then plot the graph. It's a straightforward question. As I said before, if you are doing the GCSE this time or facing a mock exam next month, please pause the video, trying to do it on your own. If not, then release and resume the video and have a look of the solution. Let's go to the solution. The solution for substitution. So y equal x minus 1 is the equation. So I'm substituting the minus 3. So minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So the first point is minus 4 here. So minus 3 minus 4. So the minus 3 minus 4 is the first coordinate. The next one, y equal x minus 1. So substituting minus 2 minus 1. So minus 3. So minus 2 minus 3. The next one is minus 1. If you put minus 1 is minus 2. So minus 1 minus 2. Then if you substituting 0, that 0 minus 1 is minus 1. So then again 0 minus 1 is the coordinate here. You plot that with a cross or dot. Then the next one is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So the coordinate is 1, 0. The next one is 2. 2 take away 1 is 1. So the answer is 2, 1. So that is the last coordinate. After that, take a ruler and connect all the points. That is the straight line. So write the straight line graph's name, which is y equal x minus 1. That is the question number 2. Let's go to the question number 3. There are 200 students in a classroom and they express their interest to visit different countries during the summer holidays. A stratified sample size of 50 is taken. The table is given: Spain, France, India, Italy, and number of students, the 200 in total, number of students in the sample out of 50, a couple of blanks there. I think like you need to fill up the blanks. First question, find out the number of students interested in Spain. Find out the number of students in the sample who prefer to go to Italy during the summer. Third part, state one assumption when answering part 1 and part 2. Right, so this is the question in statistics, chapter called stratified and sampling. Let's look at the solution for this one. If you want to give a try, pause the video and try, and after that look at the solution. So I'm going to straight away go to the solution. First part, how to find out the number of people interested in Spain. So if you want to find out the Spain total, right, so the sample size 20, so you can make it as a fraction. Out of 50 is 20. So out of 50 is 20 people prefer Spain. So totally we have 200 people. So if you put the fraction 20 over 50 times 200 is the total number, then cut 0, 5 goes into 4, 4 times 20 is 80 students. So here I can fill 80 students is the answer. Next one, find out the number of students in the sample who prefer to go to Italy during the summer. So we need to find out this number. So here 40 students preferred out of 200. So if you put the fraction 40 out of 200, in the sample size of 50, you do the calculation. So cut the 0, and cut this 0 and cut this 0. 2 and 4 and 5 left over on the top. So 4 times 5 is 20, divided by 2, 10 students. So this will be 10 students prefer go to Italy during the summer. So that's only the two. They didn't ask you to fill up all the tables, and they only asking two questions. One is this one, 80, and here the next one is 10. Next one, what is the assumption when answering the part 1 and part 2? So the answer is the above calculation is based on the proportion. So I assume that all 200 students have the same proportion of the interest in the sample size of 50. So the way the proportion divided into in the total students, it's going to be the same as in the sample, right? Let's go to the question number 4. A container is in the shape of cuboid. The container is 3/5 full of water. A glass holds 425 milliliter of water. What is the greatest number of glasses that can be completely filled with water from the container? Right? So the water is not fully filled in this cuboid. So only 3/5 is fully filled. And they're using a glass to fill up the glass and empty this container, or the container. Then how many completely filled glasses you will reach to complete this container, empty the container? So let's look at the solution for this one. First of all, I am finding the volume of the cuboid, which is volume of the container, length, width and the height, 30 times 20 times 6, which is, you can use the calculator, is a paper 2. 30 times 20 is 600, and 600 times 6 is 3600, so 3600 centimeter cube, right? Volume of the water is 3/5 is full, so 3/5 times 3600, which you will end up with, use the calculator, and you will end up with 2160 centimeter cube. Now we know from the volume subject, 1 centimeter cube equal to 1 milliliter. So you must know this one. 1 centimeter cube equal 1 milliliter. So 2160 centimeter cube equal 2160 milliliter. Now, one glass holds 425 milliliter. The number of glass required is 2160 milliliter water divided by 425, which is the answer is precisely 5.08, but the question is a bit tricky. Completely filled glasses. So only 5 completely filled glasses, then little bit of water left in the container. So that is, the question is not about how much left in the container. The question is all about how many completely filled glasses is 5. That is the question number 4. Now question number 5, PQR is a PQR is a right angle triangle. Calculate the PQ. Right, so the one of the angle is given and give your answer to the correct 3 significant figure. This is a straightforward trigonometric question. Let's look at the solution for this one. So you need to use the Sokatova formula. So means sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So you got to remember this formula. Right, so once you find out the formula, you need to choose the correct formula to do this question. So this is the given angle. So the given angle's opposite side is PQ, and the 18 centimeter is opposite to 90 degrees, which is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse and opposite is related with sine. If you see this, the one I'm putting a square or rectangle around it is so. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So sine 40 is opposite over hypotenuse. Sine 40 is PQ over 18. Cross multiply. So PQ equal 18 times sine 40, which is 11.5701, which is 11.6. Is a 3 significant figure, means 1, 2, 3. Fourth number is 7, which will give 1. So 11.6 is the correct answer. Question number 6. Tom used his calculator to work out the value of a number x. The answer on his calculator display began 8.3. Complete the error interval for the x. So the answer is 8.3. We don't know what is the next number. It could be a long digit, so 8 or 9 digits number in the calculator display, but I have no idea what could be the next number. So they're asking what could be the minimum number, what could be the maximum number. This is called error interval. There's a subject called bounds, upper bound and lower bound, and there's a topic called truncation. You need to understand that topic to answer this question. Let's look at the solution for that. So 8.3, what could be the minimum? Minimum could be the 0, right? So it can't be less than that. So 8.30 is the minimum. The maximum could be 8.3, could be a long digit, but the next number could be the maximum 9, right? So 8.39 inclusive. So here if you see the error interval, one has the equal sign, other one doesn't have the equal sign. So if it is 8.39 is the maximum, so you can say 8.4, anything less than 8.4. So anything more than 8.3, which is inclusive the 8.3, but not inclusive the 8.4, anything less than 8.4 means it could be 8.3999, something long number can be possible. Because it's a calculated display, we don't have any knowledge what is the numbers are. So the answer could be 8.399999, but not inclusive 8.4. So if there's no equal signs, the maximum number, it could be 8.4 and the minimum number is 8.3. That is the answer for the question number 6. Let's look at the question number 7. The amount £1,000 is being shared between Peter, Q, Rob and Steve. The ratio of the amount Peter gets to the amount Q gets is 3:5. So Peter is to Q is given 3:5. Rob and Steve each get, so spelling mistakes, get 2.5 times the amount Peter gets, right? Rob and Steve each get 2.5 times the amount Peter gets. Work out the amount of money that Q gets, right? So if you see the recent papers, past papers, nowadays the ratio and proportion questions are most often fill up the paper. You won't believe in the last 2019 paper, there are more than 10 questions in ratio and proportion, right? So again, this is a little bit tricky question. Let's look at the solution. Right, so I say that Peter is stand for P and Q is Q, Rob is R and Steve is S. So P is to Q, it's already given 3 is to 5. R and S is not given. I have shown here the working. R is Rob and Steve is 2.5 times, here is get, right? 2.5 times the amount of Peter gets. So Peter is 3 times. So 3 times 2.5 is 7.5. That is the answer. Steve also 3 times 2.5 is 7.5. So that is 7.5 here, 7.5 parts, right? 7.5 portion, right? So because of this decimal, I'm timesing everything by 2 to make it as a whole number. So 7.5 times 2 is 15, 7.5 times 2 is 15, 5 times 2 is 10, 3 times 2 6. So everything is a whole number. If I add all the parts, 6 plus 10, 16, 30, 46 parts. So the total parts is 46 parts, right? So 9,200 is the amount is being shared. So in the question actually, it's not 1000, it's 9,200. It's a mistake on the question. So 9,200 divide by 46, which is 200, right? So one part is 200 pounds, right? So 200 pounds is one part, means Q is going to be having 10 parts. So 200 times 10 is 2000. So that's my bad. So the question actually is not 1000 pounds, it's 9,200. So when you're doing the questions, please do it with 9,200. And if you use the 1000 pounds, you may end up with some decimal answer. But as long as you understand the method, that's correct. So 9,200 divided by 46 parts is, which is every part is 200. Q get 10 parts, so 10 times 200 is 2000 pounds Q gets. That is the answer for the question number 7. Question number 8, write 0.000578 in the standard form and 1.275 times 10 to the power 3 as the ordinary form. This is a straightforward standard form question. Let's look at the answer. Solution is, if you make this as a standard form, you know that standard form means the first number has to be between 1 and 10. So you need to move the decimal from here to next to the 5. So how many jumps you need to go for? So 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. So 10 to the power minus 4. So 5.78 times 10 to the power minus 4. The next question, ordinary number. So 10 to the power 3 means is 1000. 1000 means 303 jump. So 1, 2, 3. So 1275 is the answer. Let's go to the next question, number 9. The circumference of circle P is 90% of the circumference of circle Q. Circumference of circle P is 90% of the circumference Q. Find the ratio of the area of circle Q to the area of the circle P, right? So try this question. It's a little bit of trickier one. So again, they're asking for the ratio. Try pause this video and have a kind of a work through and see whether you may be able to do this question. I'll have a look of the solution, how we are doing it. Right, so the solution for this one, so there's a small circle P here and the Q is the big circle, because they say the circle P is 90% of the circumference of the circle Q, right? So let's have the radius of the circle P is RP. R stand for radius, RP. Circle Q radius is RQ, right? Let the circumference of the Q, circumference mean outside length, is C. Then the circumference of the P is 90% of the C. 90% means 90 over 100, which is 0.9 C, right? So this is what we need. Circumference of Q is C. Circumference of P is 0.9 C. Now write a formula for that. Circumference of Q is 2 pi r. This times radius of Q is RQ, so 2 pi RQ. Circumference of P is 2 pi RP. So 2 and 2 cancels out, pi and pi cancels out. You end up with RQ divided by RP. So circumference of Q is capital C. Circumference of capital P is 0.9 C, right? So if you cancel C and C here, so the answer is 1 over 0.9. So 1 over 0.9. So that is one solution you already taken here. So keep that one. But the question is, they're talking about area. So area of Q is pi r squared of the Q. So pi r squared Q. Area of P is pi r squared P. So pi and pi cancels out. R squared Q over r squared P. So both has a square. So you can put the bracket RQ over RP, whole thing squared, right? So in the first part, you already know RQ over RP is 1 over 0.9, whole thing squared. So 1 squared is 1, 0.9 squared is 0.81. So to get rid of the decimal, I'm timesing by both by 100, so 100 over 81. So the area ratio of Q to P is 100 is to 81. So Q is 100, P is 81. That is the solution for the question number 9. So let's go to the last question, which is our 10th question. Square A has the side length A centimeter. Square B has the side length B centimeter. The area of the square A is 69% greater than the square B. Work out the ratio of A is to B. As I said earlier, there's a lots of ratio question you need to be make sure you are familiar with. Try this question. This is another tricky question, and pause the video and trying to do it on your own, and I'll show you the solution. Here you go. Right. So the square A is the side length A and A. So A times A is A squared. So area is A squared. Square B is B times B is B squared. So area of the B is B squared. So let area of the B is X. Then the area of the A is 1.69x. Because 69% greater. 69% means 69 over 100, which is 0.69. Greater means you need to add 1, so 1.69, right? So that is the multiplier, right? Multiplier is 1.69 times x, the previous b. So area of the A is A squared, because side by side A squared. Area of B is side by side B squared. So A squared is the area of A, which is 1.69x. Area of the B is x, so I substitute x. Then this x and x cancels, 1.69 over 1. So now here is the A squared over B squared. Take the square root both side. So that become A squared over B squared become A over B. Then take a square root of 1.69 over 1 is. Square root of 1.69 is 1.3 over square root of 1 is 1. So to make it as a ratio, to get rid of the decimal, times by 10 top and bottom, so which is 13 over 10. So the side ratio is A is to B is 13 is to 10. That is the answer for the question number 10. I hope you like the video. If you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up for the video and subscribe to our channel to see all the upcoming videos. Thank you for your time.
Is your child weak in mathematics? Do you spend much time at work and struggling to find a tutor for your children? Don't worry, because we have an ultimate solution. Smart Tutors brings you an amazing meld of mathematics coaching experience by tutors working successfully in UK for more than 12 years. Our website is an immersive learning experience that provides comprehensive, curriculum-aligned mathematics content for toddler, age 5, to teenager, age 18. Smart Tutor is a user-friendly website which enables you to download 3 mathematics worksheets for free. If preferred, the user can download thousands of mathematics worksheets and sample papers for the chosen age group for only £2.50 per month. Not just this, but if you wish to have private tutoring at home, and if you are living in London 20 miles radius from Heathrow Airport, you can request for private tutoring by clicking the button, and tutor will contact the parent and arrange the class for your child at your own place. Smart Tutors also provides a facility to have tutoring via online tools. If you are interested, book your session now. You'll not need to wander for math tutors for your children anymore. Contact us today for a guaranteed 100% success.